Yeah.
Starfleet Academy episode 9 is here.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Here. It's a 2-part story. And it's coming full circle from the beginning. Caleb is going to find his mom.
First of all, did we make this poster or is this what they produced?
That's what they produce.
So dumb.
Effectively, through the help of Sam, who is a very different version of Sam now, helps Caleb track down messages from his mother, who's been messaging him for 2 years. Sam figures it out in about 30 seconds how to find his mom, and he finds his mom. He needs to steal a shuttle and take it out during warp speed, in which he might die because he'll have a chance to go to. I don't know why he can't wait and go on a mission or tell his superiors who might be able to help him. He somehow needs to do this secretly and covertly.
By the way, there's a bigger problem here.
Yeah.
I've mentioned many times that if this story was true, the Federation is doomed, because teenagers are able to hack anything the adult Federation
It's kind of dumb
security protocols put in place.
Yeah, it's stupid. So there you go. In any case, Caleb then recruits all of his friends, basically the main cast of Starfleet Academy. They grab the shuttle and head to the planet to save his mom, who they track down very easily. Barely an inconvenience.
In minutes, yes.
In fact, she's the one that finds him. It's stupid, like everything in this show. Of course, they're put in danger. They bring her back. They're admonished for their efforts, but of course, never punished for just breaking the rules.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so done with this show. I don't know where to start. Alan, you saw it. It ends on a cliffhanger because what's his name? Nosferatu's back with some.
But
device.
He's not.
What? Well, not in this episode, but he basically has trapped the Athena outside of Federation space.
Yes.
They're trapped. It's god awful. It's dumb. It's, it's galaxy ending. Alan, what'd you think of episode 9?
Yeah. I mean, I think of episode 9 like I think of all of them. I don't know how these people, A, call themselves writers, and B, got themselves a job on one of the biggest franchises in the world. Look, the way that Nosferatu is able to basically capture the Athena, or the Athena's crew and the captain and all that stuff through something called the Omega molecule, which is something very scientific. I'm sure they're studying it right now at MIT and other places. Mm-hmm. The depth of this show is so shallow. It's you watch it and you just realize that television is doomed.
Well, I would just say, if you watch any episode of the old Next Gen, Trek,
Mm-hmm.
Deep Space Nine, watch the worst episode of Next Gen is better than the best episode of this show.
Yeah.
And I think the based on the large nature of the story they'll tell in this 2-part story, episode 9 ends on a cliffhanger. Assume it will be resolved in episode 10, which is the final episode of the series
of season 1. Let me just throw in my problem.
Please.
My problem with this show is the pretentiousness of the writing.
Yeah.
Captain Aki, someone asked me where does communism work, and I go, communism 100% works in fiction. And that's what this is. This is fiction. And so because we're making this up, everything we do is the greatest thing ever. And so the writers believe that they've created the greatest character ever in Captain Aki here, played by Holly Hunter, and they just assume there's just this pretentiousness that comes behind it. And so you listen to her dialogue and everything she says, and she's the bestest this and the bestest that. And, you watch it and it just feels inauthentic. It feels shallow, and it feels like it could never happen in real life. And then you just go down the line of every character, everything here. There's this family thing with the Klingon and Caleb not being able to drink the thing, and everyone's saying, Caleb, come on, he's your friend. And this is the biggest problem I have with this episode, is how basically anti-family is. Every parent of every child attending Starfleet Academy are horrible people, and the only family that you could truly have nowadays are your friends, because they will keep you safe, and they will help guide you in life. In fact, they will mold your philosophy of life, and then they will get you to do and act in certain ways that they want you to. It's just, this is the modern manipulation of young people to get them into some kind of activism in life, and it'll probably get them killed at the end.
Well, we will stick with it until the end, and when we get the conclusion of this story, I don't expect much.